Alright, hello everyone, it's me, Oliver. Last time we did a game analysis. This time I thought we could simply play a game and analyze it on the spot while playing. So I think I have like one or two videos like that on my channel already. You can go to my channel's main page if you want more content like this. But for now, let me just click 10+5 rapid and let us see what we're going to get. Currently, I think I'm 1906. Yes, that is correct. 1906 in rapid. I'm playing someone around my rating. I'm going to play e4 this game. I'm going to tell you about all of my moves, why I'm playing them, and I'm just going to talk you through my thought process. Alright, so e4, it's a good move. It takes some central space, it opens your bishop, it opens your queen to get more aggressive, and it's the most common first move. Okay, he challenges my pawn right away. He plays this known as the Scandinavian defense. Basically, the most common move here is to take. So I'm not going to deviate from that trajectory. He now brings his queen out to recapture, and now we probably should just develop our knight and attack his queen to make it move once again and waste another tempo. So I know that the best thing to do here is to play d4. This is one of our remaining pawns in the center here, and it prevents basically the move e5. Now we can play knight f3. c6 was played so that the black queen always has a home on c7. And yeah, okay, so bishop g4. It pins my knight to my queen, so I can play either h3 or perhaps bishop e2 to stop the pin. I'm going to play h3, see if he really wants to take and trade his bishop for the knight. He doesn't. Okay, interesting. So, the question here is, are we going to play g4 and force this bishop back to g6? Seems a little excessive, not going to lie, but not gonna lie, seems a bit excessive, but g4, bishop g6, bishop d3, takes. I'm liking my position, like in that variation. I can play knight e5, f4, his king is going to castle short, so this seems like a cool idea. I'm going to play g4. It might be a bit too risky to play like that, but it's not the worst move in the world, not the worst thing in the world. So bishop d3 challenges this bishop. It will probably allow me to activate my queen if he takes. So let's do that. I could have also played maybe knight e5. That might have been a better move. Okay, but he takes us straight away, so we're going to recapture. And knight f6. So, what's a good move here? I think bishop d2 is very decent to target this queen. Then we have some discovered attacks, like maybe knight e4 to attack this knight, and the queen is going to be hit. The queen cannot take anything of ours right now, so I think bishop d2 is a decent move. And next I'm probably going to long castle. I mean, I just have a good position. Yeah, queen c7. And I could play knight e5 and f4. That concept seems very appealing. However, castling is also perfectly fine, perfectly safe, and I'm going to castle long because I want to launch an attack on this side, because I know that he's probably going to castle short. How do I know that he's going to castle short? Well, I don't, but in this opening it's more common, in the Scandinavian defense it's more common for black to castle king side. So he stops knight e5. That's a good move. Knight d7, because if knight e5, then he'll just take. And if I take back, I lose a pawn. So we could prepare knight e5 with a move like rook h2 e1. So that when knight e5 happens, he takes. I can take back with a pawn, and I'm no longer losing a pawn, and his knight is forced to move. So I think this is a decent move. Rook h2 e1. He plays e6. That's reasonable. And okay, so now if I play this, if he takes, I take with the pawn, he moves his knight back to d7, and I play f4. In that configuration, this seems very good, because my queen can't be hit. Knight e5 is very appealing. He doesn't have to take, but if he doesn't, then I'm just going to play f4 anyway. And I'm basically controlling his position very well, so I think knight e5 is the way to go here. I'm also closing down his queen over here. Okay, I'm going to take with the... Oh, actually I missed one thing. If I take with a pawn, there's rook d8, hitting my queen. Okay. But here, if rook d8, then I imagine I can just play, like, I don't know. I mean, I probably just bring my queen to the e file or something. I think it's okay. So obviously I need to take back the knight. I'm taking back with a pawn because taking back with the rook just doesn't make any sense. You want a pawn in the center, another rook. Yeah, so now we play f4. f4, and if he attacks our queen with the knight on c5, maybe queen f3 to help those pawns launch over here. And we just have a complicated game. So yeah, now f4 to solidify our pawn chain, lock his queen down. Okay, he castles also queenside. So this doesn't really go as I thought it would, which is basically how all of my chess games go. But now knight e4 and knight d6 is a very strong idea in my opinion, because basically we're just forcing that knight down his throat over there. He doesn't have to take, but this knight will be just a monstrosity when it reaches d6. Knight e4, knight d6, if he takes, I take with a pawn, and where is his queen going? Like, this is... I don't know if it's really even that bad for black, but it has to be at least kind of good. And knight e4 also stops knight c5, because I'll just take maybe... Oh, wait. Knight e4, knight c5, and my queen is hit. But then just queen e3. Takes. I imagine I'm safe there, I think. Or maybe I could just play king b1. Okay, yeah, too much thinking. I'm wasting all my time. Knight e4. Basically, if I get this... Okay. Oh. Yeah, I missed that. Okay, cool. Wow, I completely missed that. I was talking about my queen being hit, but I just completely missed knight e5. Wow. Alright, well, I guess that's not the end of the world. If I play queen e3 now, she's going to go here and fork my queen and my bishop. If I go queen e2, I mean, I guess that's the most reasonable move, but I can't believe I blundered something so simple as that. Alright, then queen e2 it is. If any like of you were contemplating this queen sacrifice over here. I mean, it just... my pawns would be very bad over here, and I don't like playing without a queen. Okay. So this is an attack on f4. Easiest way to fix it is simply to push it. I could also protect it somehow, maybe. Okay. If push takes, this knight has to move again. Yeah, I don't like my position very much. Okay, I can counterattack. I can go maybe knight g5 to try to go to f7. Oh wait, no, the queen defends. Oh, hold on. Knight g5, knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes, and no, the queen still defends. Alright, okay. Knight g5, takes, and takes, and I cannot go here because the queen defends. God damn it. Alright. If I push, take, that doesn't seem very good either. But maybe I'll have some chances. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I'm probably going to lose this game, but I'm basically accepting defeat at this moment. I just hope that I don't lose more than 6 rating points, since that would put me back in the 1800s, and I really wouldn't want that to happen. Oh my god, I'm spending way too much time and I'm playing way worse than this guy. I mean, I'm not playing worse, I just made a simple blunder. A simple mistake. Okay. Yeah, so he takes. I need to take back. And I'm curious to see what his plan is going to be. Okay. Though this knight is kind of vulnerable now, isn't it? Yeah, knight g5, just f6, yeah. My god, that's just terrible. Okay. If I play here, oh, then he checks me, of course, and he picks up my bishop. Okay, good to know. Alright, to prevent that, I'll play king b1. And then I'll play bishop f4 to pin his knight to his queen. I'm probably going to lose, but it's okay. I mean, at least I know where I made the mistake. Because sometimes the worst thing is when you don't know where you made the mistake, and you're really confused afterwards. But in this case, I'm pretty much safe. Yeah, f6 anyway. Wow, this guy's good. Okay, well, bishop f4 now. I pretty much have to. If he trades, that's okay. He's just giving me the open file. Maybe I'll have some counterplay later, but not counting for too much. Counting on too much, sir. Okay. If I do this, he does this, I still lose. Okay. I don't even know what I can... Oh man, he's making some smart moves. This, then this. His queen is defended, so I don't have any discovery attacks. Okay. I have to do something with my queen. Yeah, I know. Alright. Let's just go here. Targeting a7. Also, queen a2 was maybe even better to put more pressure on this diagonal, but it's gone now. Yeah, b6. It just takes care of everything. Okay, let's see. I think I know what I have to do, but this takes way too much time. Okay. This is going to look really stupid in the analysis because I could have moved my queen here like previously, but wait, could I have? No, I couldn't. Alright, never mind then. My point is that I'm simultaneously putting pressure here and here. I mean, if he moves his queen, basically my attack is gone. Okay. Right, let me go back to go forward and put even more pressure on this knight. I mean, that's basically the only thing I have left going for me in this position, so I'm trying anything I can. Yeah, but he just defends. It's really tragic. Okay, but I'm going to go here anyway. And then I'm even going to put my rook on e1, and I'm just going to stockpile pressure on this knight. Okay, well that... Oh no, he still defends this pawn. Man, that would have been a terrible blunder if I played that. Okay. Take... I need to watch my back rank as well. Okay, but I might have an idea. This... I might win my... Oh no, I might not win my pawn because my king that I put on b1 cannot escape the check. Okay. Let's go here. Wow. Alright. Yeah, I'm lost, but I might try to play in for a little longer. Maybe he'll blunder in low time. I mean, I'm the one who will blunder in low time, but hopes the last one that dies or something like that. Okay. I don't like that move. He's kind of overextending his pawns. Okay, I'm just going to go here. Bring my king closer. Now I have this move, maybe. I will try to hold this, but I might not succeed. I'm kind of in Zugzwang. Unless I go here, maybe. Oh, but then I'm giving him a passed pawn. But I'm giving myself a passed pawn as well. But his will be stronger. Yeah, okay. I need to go back. Maybe he'll blunder this pawn by pushing. Okay, he won't. But now I can maybe do this and blockade him. Okay. And now do this. Alright, this I don't know if it's a good. God, if it was a good idea. Because now I can go here, no? And he's losing this pawn. Maybe I'll be able to draw this? If I take this, he goes here, okay. Okay, I still think I need to do that. Oh, really? Wait, but I'm not going to lose this game now. Because I can stop this pawn whenever I can. Like I can just go here and I'm going to take this pawn. Okay, well okay, oh, I thought I blundered my pawn, but okay. No, I didn't. Okay, it just will be a draw now. Yeah, now I go here. Okay. He had the advantage, but he wasn't able to convert it. Yeah, I take. And now I basically just wait for this pawn to... I'm going to offer a draw. I wait for this pawn to be pushed forward, so I can take it. Is he really going to play on? Okay, fine. GG, well played. Alright, well, relatively peaceful result. I was losing, definitely. I was losing, but he made a mistake somewhere in the endgame. Let me analyze this. Yeah, I was definitely... he definitely had the upper hand, like somewhere around here. Oh, the computer isn't even that so sure about it. Alright. Oh, somewhere here. So, minus 7.5. Wait, what? Bishops? What? Oh my god, and this pawn promotes and I can't stop it? Oh my god, I cannot stop every pawn. Wow, bishop c5 was a crazy idea. But no, like, no one in my rating range looks that far into the future and, like, I mean, maybe if he spent 5 minutes thinking in this position, he might have come up with this, but with me having 16 seconds on the clock, I basically would never see that. And yeah, king e4 apparently was the only move here to hold an advantage, and everything else is just a draw. Why that is? Why that king e4 holds the advantage? Only the chess gods know, only Magnus Carlsen knows, but yeah, after that the game was just a draw. Since this bishop is just going to patrol this entire diagonal, and whenever this pawn reaches this square, it's going to be taken. And king and bishop are never going to checkmate a king alone. Same thing with king and knight. King and knight are never going to checkmate the king. That's why the system automatically calls the game a draw. So yeah, basically the best thing to do here is to sacrifice the bishop for the pawn, because the pawn is in this position more dangerous than the bishop, and yeah, basically I just have to not hang my bishop somewhere around this king, and when the pawn comes here, then, well, the only move that is any good here is just taking this pawn, and if the king were to take here, then a king can never checkmate a king just by itself, so yeah. 44 average semi pawn loss, not that bad. 2 blunders, 6 mistakes. I mean, the computer will always find some mistakes, but let's go through the entire game one more time, back from the beginning. So the computer already likes my position over here. I mean, the Scandinavian defense is in general considered a dubious opening for black, and the computer thinks that like many Scandinavian positions are like plus 07, plus 08, same in the modern defense. But those are valid openings for, like, I guess, slightly lower level. Scandinavian doesn't get played a lot at the top super grandmaster level because of the reasons I've said it before, but for players like me, for players like you, it's completely fine. So d4 is the way to go here, putting a pawn in the center. c6, as I mentioned, puts the queen in a safe spot so that it always has a retreating square to c7. Knight f3 develops the knight, bishop, yeah, look at this, plus 1.4. It already thinks that white is borderline winning over here. So yeah, h3, and here black should really take. Takes on f3, queen takes, and then play e6. but this just allows for an unnecessary pawn expansion over here, and the computer does like g4. The computer does like g4. Bishop g6 is the only move. Like, look at this, plus 2.5. And this is just a normal position. I mean, bishop g5 was a mistake. He should have taken on f3, but that's crazy. I played bishop d3. Yeah, I was considering knight e5, but I saw bishop d3 as like a Vim in the Caro-Kann defense that was recurring, so I decided to play bishop d3. But this, if knight f7, we basically take over here, and then maybe play bishop d3, and never mind, the computer claims that the entire advantage is lost. You play h4, h5 to try to trap this bishop. Okay, so g4, bishop g6, this was a mistake. Alright, bishop d2 lines up a discovery on this queen, so when this knight moves, the queen will be hit. That's why he returns to c7. Along castles, knight d7, rook e1 centralizes the rook, so now my rooks stare down the center of the board when it opens up. e6 allows the bishop to come out, maybe to b4, to d6, to e7. e5 obviously is not a good move because just pawn takes. So e6, knight e5, takes, knight d7, f4, along castles. And yeah, the computer is saying that the top 5 computer moves are all with the queen just to get out of the spin. So that's, I guess, a lesson to learn. When you have a queen pinned down like that, I mean, not pinned down, but susceptible to like discovery attacks, then you should probably move it. So I didn't, that was my mistake. He takes my pawn, and wow, the computer actually still thinks the position is plus 06, plus 08. Damn, even though I'm down a pawn. Wow. Okay, I move back to e2. He goes to g6. I push the pawn since I didn't see a better option. I mean, yeah, obviously you can go queen f2 to defend it, but it just doesn't look great. So I pushed, took, takes. He centralized his knight, and actually this position is a draw. So I was dramatic for no reason basically, but yeah. Bishop f4 is an inaccuracy, but okay. No one will investigate why. Bishop b4, why not just c3? Yeah. So computer is trying to say that this induces a weakness, but that's a crazy idea. Bishop f4 takes, bishop e7 develops normally. Yeah, queen f2 was a mistake. Was queen h2 better? No, still worse. Okay, well, the computer wanted to go with the rook here to attack the g7 pawn like this. Alright, curious. Yeah, b6, I cannot explain what b6 does. I mean, I can. It defends the a pawn, but the computer thinks that it's not necessary to defend the a pawn. I mean, like takes, and I cannot take this because I get back rank mated, and that's very sad. Oh, sorry, I don't, but this is just horrible. So yeah, that's why he played b6. I played queen g3 to try to line something up on this knight, and simultaneously attack this pawn, so he defended this pawn with the rook. I brought my knight back in order to reroute it to d3 and put even more pressure on this knight. Okay, the computer thinks it's a mistake, but I was desperate, okay? So this, alright, I get it. That computer is trying to say attack the bishop, but yeah. I wasn't going to find out with like 20 seconds on the clock. Okay. 93. I admit I was a bit tunnel visioned, but yeah. So yeah, this apparently ruins the entire advantage, since I just trade all my pieces, and in the end game I will be probably losing, but I've managed to hold it to a draw. He takes. I gave a check. He goes here. The computer says that I should go for this, and oh, sorry, an in-between move here and then take. But this is still lost. I mean, I have just too many pawn islands, so Pawn islands are like loose pawns, which cannot be defended. So yeah, I took and I brought my bishop back because I knew that if I traded my bishop, he would 100% of the time win this, and actually this bishop saved me the game. So yeah, keep your pieces when you're losing, and trade pieces when you're winning. He played this. I mean, I cannot defend this pawn, so the only reasonable thing to do is taking here. I played c3 to protect this pawn, protect this b pawn from this bishop, so that I could bring my king closer maybe into the game. He plays f4, grabbing my space. I retreat with my bishop, and he plays g5. Well, I think he just wanted his g pawns, g and f pawns together, to march down my isle and promote, but it didn't quite work out for him because I can bring my king forward. He brings his king forward and I bring my king forward. King activity is very important in the endgame. He plays c5, and they're just telling me to go to a4 and a5 just to break up the structure and take here, but I wasn't quite sure what to do, so yeah, I just rotated my bishop back and forth, like I shuffled a bit. And this move is actually an inaccuracy, since his idea is obviously to like push this pawn without this pawn being, without this pawn hanging, yeah. And I noticed that I can blockade him, sort of. I can put my pawn on the light square, put my pawns on the light squared complex, so that his dark squared bishop cannot target them. So yeah, takes is apparently a blunder. I should have done this, and this is apparently a draw. I mean, it just is a draw because those pawns cancel each other out, those pawns cancel each other out. These pawns can never be targeted by the bishop, and as long as my king stays here, then those pawns with this king aren't going to break through. But apparently this blows the entire advantage, but this blows, I mean, the taking here blows drawing's chances, and this blows his advantage, because I can just take pawns, and this pawn is now too vulnerable. It's on a light square, and the dark square, the bishop, cannot defend it. But yeah, this crazy bishop c5 idea, which I showed you earlier, is... I mean, I wouldn't have seen that if I had even a minute on the clock. With 2 minutes, maybe, but a minute, not even a minute. He tries to bring his pawns over here, but he didn't realize that my pawns, I don't need my pawns over here, and the more he trades, the better are the drawing chances for me, because this bishop is just going to sacrifice itself for this pawn. And we've gone over this part of the game already, so I'm not going to digress every move here. Yeah, basically, it's just a draw. So, definitely a game to learn from, definitely a game to where some concepts and motifs were shown very well. For example, when to get out of the pin or the discovered attack. And yeah, I was definitely losing. I also had the advantage for some time in the opening, but yeah, relatively peaceful result. I'm happy with it. As long as I don't lose, then it's fine by me. So yeah, I've made one small mistake, but it turned out not to be so terrible. Yeah, that's the entire game basically. I hope you liked the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, then please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. That always motivates me. And yeah, let me tell me in the comments what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.